What is going on, guys? It is GameStone here. In this video, I will be discussing about the game that happened last night. The Los Angeles Lakers took on the Chicago Bulls, who have not been playing well as expected this season. This game was in Los Angeles. The first half was very sloppy. The Lakers were just looking terrible. But obviously, we came from 19 down and got a victory in our home floor, which we should have done. And now we're currently sitting at 8 and 10 in the 8th seed, so looking very nice so far. Next two games against Sacramento and the Clippers, who have both been struggling recently. So hopefully, you can even things up at 10 and 10. But let me first start talking about the Chicago Bulls. Okay, people on the Bulls played well. People like Markkinen, who did not play very well in terms of shooting, but he did a lot of other good things. He rebounded 14 times. We caught a break. He shot 2 of 9 from the three-pointer. We know how good of a rookie he is. He's in the top 5 rookie ladder board. He is a great three-point shooter, and he shot 2 of 9. So we caught a break there in the sense of the three-point shooting. I know they're a better three-point shooting team than 30%. So we caught a break there. Robin Lopez only had 3 rebounds, but 14 points. Denzel Valentine really got things started going for the Chicago Bulls and really set the tone in the first half. You saw that the Bulls just dominated the first half, and the Lakers were fortunate enough to make a comeback in the third quarter. Justin Holiday, the brother of Drew Holiday, played well. He grabbed 10 boards as well. So when you take a look at this, guards, small forwards, they're grabbing 10, 9 rebounds. Bobby Portis with 8 points, 9 rebounds. And the guy who I want to bring up is Antonio Blakeney, if that's how you pronounce his name. Even the commentators were like, nobody knows who this guy is. He came off the bench scoring 15 points, 50% from the field in just 17 minutes. So we had no idea of who this guy was. He came out in the first half just making basket after basket, and the bench was going wild because no one knew how good this guy could play. I don't know how this. I've never heard of the guy's name, so he definitely provided a spark off the bench, really maintained the Bulls' lead in the first half. But people like Felicio and Grant, they didn't really do much in their time. Felicio literally had zeros all around in his stat line, except for 2 rebounds in 12 minutes. Jeremiah Grant got 17 minutes, 16 minutes, 5 points, 3 assists, with 28% shooting. So their players, not all of them were efficient. Overall, as a team, they had a plus minus of negative 45. So in the first half, they were playing good. In the second half, they just gave it away. It just reminded us why they're the Chicago Bulls. They're probably the worst team in the East, if not the Atlanta Hawks. So, yeah, this was an easy win for the Lakers. Not in the sense that you're going down by 19, but beforehand, before this game started, we all expected the Lakers to just blow this team out. Our Laker team just came off a win off a Denver Nugget team, who has a playoff-bound Western Conference team. So you'd expect the Lakers to just crush the Bulls. They didn't do that in the first half. They were turning the ball over. They were missing shots. It just wasn't good for the Lakers in the first half. But for the second half, I was very impressed. They lowered their turnovers. Everyone was playing more efficient. They shot well from the field. They made some of their threes. They had 12 turnovers only, as opposed to the Bulls 14, which is not too much either. I think both teams did a pretty good job of taking care of the ball, especially the Lakers. Um, they out rebounded us, despite us having Brook Lopez. So, I like the substitutions a little bit better. There were some questionable substitutions still made by Luke Walton. I saw Kyle Kuzma got he subbed down the first quarter after 6 minutes when he was making all his baskets. But at the end of the day, you saw Josh Hart came on. He did pretty well. Corey Brewer, he only got 3 minutes of play, which I'm pretty surprised in because last game he had a huge impact of why they beat the Nuggets. 4 steals. In this game, he only gets 3 minutes. Not sure if he got injured or anything. I didn't pay attention to anything. Ivica Zubac even got minutes. So, yeah, came out with the Lakers W. Brandon Ingram, I first want to talk about 17 points, 5 rebounds, 5 assists, 2 steals, or two blocks, 1 steal, 47% of the field. You know, I I don't think enough people are talking about Brandon Ingram. He's just kind of there. He's playing pretty well. He's not playing bad. He's been playing better this season, and I don't think anybody's talking about him. I think everybody's talking about Kuzma and Lonzo. So, just looking at it like that, I mean, I'm pretty happy with the way Brandon Ingram played. He did shoot 1 of 4 from three, but it's nice to see at least some of his threes are falling down this year. Um, he's shooting 30% from the three-pointer. It was higher this year, last year. Or no, it's higher this year. So that's always a good thing I want to see out of Brandon Ingram. Um, but the free throw shooting is really killing us. Like we shot, he missed a free throw. Kuzma missed three. Caldwell Pope missed two. Josh Hart missed one. I want to see us perfect our free throws. It really, really makes a difference. Kyle Kuzma doing what he does. He earned 22 points, three rebounds, 5 assists, shooting exactly the same as Brandon Ingram, 46.5% from the field. Just very impressed with Kyle Kuzma's performance. He shot 4 of 7 from 3, and he shot 4 of 7 from free throw. Can someone please explain that to me? But yeah, overall good performance by Kyle Kuzma. He is a possible rookie of the year. Other than Ben Simmons, he's averaging 17 points, 7 rebounds, an assist and a half, shooting 50% from the field and 36% from the three. When you take a look at those numbers and see how the Lakers have been playing this year, you have to put him in your rookie of the year talks. Brook Lopez, he didn't do much. 4 points, 9 rebounds. Luke Walton was really upset with him taking threes. 2 of 10 shooting. He just didn't have a good night. He rebounded the ball better than most of his nights, but in terms of scoring the ball, which is what he's good at, he didn't do that tonight. Which I'm okay with because we got the win at the end of the day. It's just a struggle for Brook Lopez. So he'll get better as time goes, obviously. He needs to still he'll play better next game. We'll see. Caldwell Pope though he played really really good today. 21 points, 8 rebounds, 4 assists, 3 steals. Good offensively and defensively. You could see he had some crucial steals, defensive possessions. He made crucial threes in the fourth quarter. He just popped up. He looked like Carmelo Anthony doing that, just dribbling up the court, going for three, or getting the ball, little move to the left, 3-pointer, and it went in. So he did a really good job of shooting the three ball today. He shot 57%, 4 of 7. He had a plus minus of 23, so he played very efficient basketball in the time he had. Lonzo Ball, 8 points, 13 rebounds, 4 assists, and a steal. Nothing really bad to say about Lonzo Ball. He had 1 turnover. His shooting, though, 3 of 13. I think he's trying to adjust his shot a little bit. It's like he has a little more arc. I'm not sure exactly. Or he might be releasing it a little earlier. I don't know. But whatever he's doing, let him do it. He hasn't been shooting well this year, pretty much all year long. But it's okay. He grabbed 13 rebounds, and when you're a point guard grabbing 13 rebounds, Lonzo Ball is averaging 7.5 rebounds this year. That's really good as a point guard, a rookie point guard too. So I'm not really mad about that. He's hustling, he's running the fast break. You saw him actually catch an alley-oop today. Little things like that, I want to see Lonzo Ball improve on game by game. He looks like he's finally getting a little more comfortable. He only had 4 assists, but some of his teammates weren't making his shots. Collectively, we shot 40% from the field. Chicago shot 38% from the field. So, our shooting was not that good today, but we needed it. We got it when it mattered. So, Lonzo Ball, 3 of 13, but he made some crucial threes when it mattered. I remember we were down by 7, and he made a 3-pointer when it was 87-80 in the fourth quarter. Crucial 3. It mattered. So really good job by Lonzo Ball, contributing when it mattered, grabbing 13 rebounds. When you're a point guard grabbing rebounds like that, it gives a good opportunity for your team to run the fast break, and good results will come. Julius Randle, though, he came in the third quarter and sparked that comeback. We're down by 19 at most. He had 10 points, 10 rebounds, 2 blocks, two assists, 40% from the field in 28 minutes. So looking at the stat line, it might not look like that he did much, but he really did. He ignited the offense. He brought more energy to the team, and he was great defensively too. Now, this is one thing that I was telling everyone about Randle. He's going to do better this year, and it's defense, defense, and defense. He's been playing extremely good defense this year. He played well on DeMarcus Cousins. He played well on John Wall. He's been playing well consistently. The only time he didn't, really do anything was against Joel Embiid, who put up 47. I think that was more of a substitution mistake rather than Julius Randle. But for the most part, Julius Randle's been playing good all year long, so I don't see why. I can't complain about him. He took two threes today, didn't make any, but it's okay. Jordan Clarkson, he didn't have really the best game ever, but he didn't have a bad game either. He had an okay game, 16 minutes of play, 12 points, shooting 38% of the field. I'd like to see him shoot a little better than 3 of 8, but you know what? He's just supposed to come off the bench and just shoot. So that's what he did, and overall, I mean, it was a good win for the Lakers. It was a little sloppy at first, but we are now the 8th seed. We need to maintain a near 500. December is not an easy schedule. Like, we're versing teams like Golden State, Houston, Denver. We're versing all those hard teams. We're going on a road trip again in December, so it's not going to be pretty. Memphis does not have Conley. Gobert's out for Utah, and Oklahoma City's struggling. So we really need to take advantage of those injuries and really need to start pushing for the playoffs. I know we're only 18 games in the season, but every game matters, and I guarantee you it will. We saw in the 2013-14 NBA season when the Pelicans made the playoffs, or 14-15, sorry, when Durant was out or something like that. We saw that the Pelicans and Thunder tied, but the Pelicans won the tiebreaker and they went on to the playoffs. So every game matters. We need to win every game. Obviously, we need to try winning every game. We're not going to do that, but I want to see them trying to win every game as they could, because we're in a very, very tough conference, a very competitive conference, and this team could make the playoffs if we just need to capitalize on our mistakes. We shown the potential to beat good teams, but like I said, on the road, our only team that we've beaten was the Phoenix Suns. They're going to versus the Sacramento Kings today in Sacramento, so let's see how that goes out. Overall, good performance from the Lakers. It was a little sloppy at first, but you know what? A win's a win. They'll take whatever they did good from the second half, and they'll do the same thing in the next game. They'll learn from their bad mistakes in the first half, and they'll correct it for next game. So you can only expect the Lakers to do better. I mean, the Chicago Bulls, no one expected them to do this. No one expected, the Chicago Bulls to do good. And I'm not saying they're doing good. They're doing pretty bad. 3-12. That's what we expected, right? But they have some pretty young pieces and some veteran pieces. I'm not going to say they're going to do good in the future or anything like that. I mean, they could. They have pieces like Denzel Valentine. Chris Dunn, everyone's calling him a bust, but he's been playing decent this year. Not terrible. 12 points, 5 rebounds, around 4 assists, 2 steals, 43% from the field, and 36% from 3. I mean, if he can improve, you got Markkanen, a 3-point sniper. Zach LaVine did not play. He is on the team, right? I'm not seeing it on the box score, so yes, he didn't play. So the Bulls have some pieces they could build around, but good effort from the Bulls, though. I mean, you're talking about a team that was projected to have literally the worst record in the league, other than the Hawks. So to come in here against LA, who just came off a fresh win against Denver, you would expect the Lakers to beat them by like 20, but the Bulls, they stayed in it the whole game. They did choke that 19-point lead, but the fact that they got up 19 on a Western Conference team like the Lakers, who've been improving, that's really good for the Chicago Bulls. They could build on that. Obviously, Markkanen had an off night. Had it been otherwise, we don't know what would have happened. So that's all I have for this video. If you guys enjoyed it, drop a like. Comment down below what you guys' thoughts were on the game, if you're a Laker fan or Bulls fan or NBA fan in general. And please subscribe for more. Alright guys, see you guys for the Kings game. Peace out.